What's up, nerds? So I watched Secret Invasion. Sorry, this video is late. I have work and everything, and I'm working a lot of overtime, but got to it now. I'm gonna break this sucker down real quickly. I won't take up too much of your time, but I will talk about some stuff and everything as we go along through the breakdown, and then give you my overall thoughts at the end. But first, to start off with, I just want to say that I did not care for this episode. I thought maybe it could that the last shootout could save it, but didn't, in my humble opinion. All right, let's get to this breakdown and then we will discuss a little bit more at the end. Gaia recovers from her wound, having previously used Gravik's machine to power herself up with the extremist DNA, basically becoming a super Skrull herself. So we all knew Gaia wasn't dead. And in the comic book, she's actually the Skrull Queen, which I'm curious to see if they will play that out in this show or in the MCU going forward. I don't think they will. The Secret Invasion comic book was really complex and really good. If you get a chance to read it, I suggest doing it. But this show is not following that because the director said he didn't read the comic books. She unites with Talos, who reveals that he plans to ask the United States President, Ritson, to help the Skrulls after they successfully stop the rebels, which disappoints her. So I don't know about you, but I thought Talos's plan was just stupid. Like, he's just all like, oh, we'll get him to see that we're good guys and everything. And then, like, I personally, if it was me, I would want my own planet. And I get where the rebels are coming from. I don't like their means, but I get what they're coming from. They're like, hey, you promised a planet. We want a planet. Let's go get a planet kind of thing. Or they're taking over our planet now. But I would just be all like, Talos would be like, listen, we just need to get the resources to get off this sucker because and maybe we need to go find our own planet and everything. But his plan sucked. It was like, we're gonna defeat the rebels and show the president that we're good guys. And I'm all like, what? That's it? What a beta move, dude. Priscilla meets with Rhodey, who is revealed to be a Skrull in disguise, as the latter instructs her to kill Fury. Both of them are unaware that Fury is listening in on their conversation. So, I mean, we all also knew that Rhodey was a Skrull. Like, there was that writing was like, that's the thing about this show. Who's a Skrull, like, is like not hard to figure out. And you're just like, okay, whatever. I mean, I guess. It was just weird. And then it was interesting to see that Rhodey's Skrull was actually a woman. I was like, oh, well, that was surprising. I mean, it wasn't like, an oh my gosh kind of thing. But I was like, oh, that was interesting. Fury later confronts Priscilla over her allegiance, but they make amends after Priscilla reveals she took an oath to her human counterpart to never harm her lover. So I think that Priscilla, the Skrull, I don't remember what her name was, is kind of a little bit of a psychopath, just taking over the life of somebody else. I mean, that's like, well, hello, Matt Damon kind of thing. I was just like, this is just a little weird. Thought it was kind of funny. I don't know, when they shot past each other and they're like, I don't know if this means we should get a divorce or renew our vows. I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. It didn't make me laugh, but I was like, it made me say it was kind of funny. Fury visits the fake Rhodey and shares a drink with him, which acts as a liquid tracer. When he confronts Rhodey, I thought this scene was kind of weird. It was, although they did have that Perry Van Winkle, which I looked it up because I was like, because he was talking about how, like, if you waste a drop of this delicious gold sunshine, our ancestors will come back and murder you, or some crap like that. I don't remember what he said, but I was like, what is this nonsense going on? This stuff can't be. This stuff is like expensive for a little. It's like a bottle like this size or whatever. It's like $3,500 depending on which kind you buy. I'm not quite sure. I'm not I'm not a fancy drinker, but it was like $2,500 to $3,500. I was like, what? Who's got that kind of money to spend on one bottle of whiskey? I'm like, give me the cheap stuff, baby. I did also like kind of how Rhodey was on his toes about drinking the whiskey. Like, was it poisoned? And he's all like, it's not poisoned. And then they threaten him with the video, and I was like, okay. I was like, that's kind of, I don't know, but it's not good. Fury and Talos then follow him as he goes to pick up President Ritson. Gravik and the Skrull rebels attack Ritson's convoy under the guise of Russian terrorists. So they're attacking. So Gravik and his people, this, by the way, this shootout was just okay, in my opinion. Like it was fine, but it just was okay. Now, one thing that I thought they would do was the more we got to see some Super Skrull moments, but they only use the Groot thing and the extremists. But the Groot thing was not that great. I mean, because we've seen it in the trailers. I mean, yeah, it was kind of a little bit of extended, but so what? It wasn't that great. So when they're fighting, and I just go, as Gravik's people are dying because they're Skrulls, right? As they're getting shot, why aren't they turning back into Skrulls? With the green skin and everything. So this part does not make any sense to me and everything. And they're talking Russian. They're like, and everything. Language is like Russian and German. They just sound like Klingon, like, and everything. And you're just like, what? What do you say? It sounded like gobbledygook, So, but they're all talking, but I'm all like, me watching, I'm like, why aren't they turning into Skrulls as they die? It was just ridiculous. Yeah. Fury and Talos, with the aid of the British Army, extract an unconscious Ritson, but Talos is injured and ultimately killed by Gravik. And that was where the episode ends. But I want to talk about a couple of things. Some of the things that I did like. One, I did like that Talos was when they go to save the president, how they make like 2 rows of soldiers going in, and they're just like, and when one person fall, one person took their place. I don't know anything about army, tactics or anything like that, but I thought it was cool looking, in my opinion. Also, I did like how he was all like, it's an alien. And then Fury's all like, he's with me. And they're just like, okay. I was like, well, that's, that gives Fury some, some legitimacy with human beings. And then I also liked when Talos was like beating in the window to save the president, and he gets shot, and then he's trying to hold his form as he's doing it, but he's obviously struggling. I thought that was kind of cool. I was like, that's cool. That's a cool like moment or whatever. Because Ben Mendelsohn, I do think, is a good actor. Although when he was changing into half Skrull, half Ben Mendelsohn, he looked like, you ever seen that movie Freaked? I'll put up a picture. That movie Freaked. Yeah, he looked like that guy while he was doing it. I was like, creepy. So, overall, and then Talos died. I do think Talos is dead, though. I don't think he's going to be like a Gaia where he's not dead. I do think he's dead. I just think Ben Mendelsohn's like, listen, you guys aren't doing anything with this character. I should just bounce, I got other work to do. Maybe I can get another Star Wars movie. Who knows? So overall, this episode was action-packed towards the end, but at the same time, for me, while watching it, I was all like, this is not as good as I was hoping for. And this show is we're over halfway point. We only got 2 episodes left. I just don't find it interesting. I don't find it very, espionage-y. I just the whole time I'm just like, okay. And I think it's taken a toll on me because I watch these shows. I'm just like, I got to watch the show again. I was like, I'm not really interested, but I was like, I cover it, so I got to bite the bullet and just do it. But yeah, it's just missed opportunity. They could have made a really good show. They should have let me help out with it. I would have helped out. All right, you guys. Well, that's all I got for you. Tell me what you guys think. Did you like this episode? Did you not like this episode? Where does it rank on your episodes of Secret Invasion? Are you even watching Secret Invasion? Or you just watch my videos. And if you are, I appreciate you so much. But tell me what you guys think. And if you like what I do here and you enjoy independent content here on YouTube, please consider subscribing to my channel. YouTube is always changing up their algorithm. Small channels like mine, we just keep getting shoved to the back of the line. So please ask that you like, share, and subscribe. And I thank you in advance. And go ahead and leave all your comments in that section down below. If you like this video, go hit that like button. I won't mind. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. I'd greatly appreciate it. And I will see you guys on my next Secret Invasion breakdown review. You guys have a good day. Bye.